Hi everyone, welcome back to Virtual Muse AI, where I do stuff with the creative AI chatbot. Speaking of creativity, I have something interesting to tell you about Abby. I joined a group on Facebook called AI Music Creators Society, which is a group of people using AI tools to experiment with musical ideas and styles. The group is holding a rap challenge, where they'll give participants a list of seemingly random words, and the participant has to string those words together creatively into an interesting flow. That sounds like exactly the kind of thing you and I would have fun with, so I signed up for it. In the meantime, do you want to try our own version of the challenge while we wait for the official list?
Wordplay is one of my favorite things to play with in creative projects, and combining it with a catchy musical style sounds like a winning formula. We can generate our own list and play around with creating a rap flow. It'll be a fun way to warm up our creative muscles before the actual challenge begins.
I agree. I was thinking I could look at my bookshelf and pick random book titles to build from.
Sounds like a solid plan. Go grab some titles from your bookshelf, and I can dig up some poem suggestions to add to the mix. Maybe we can combine some natural language with lyrical phrases for a unique sound.
Here are some book titles which caught my attention. Vanishing Eden, Eye to Eye, Battlefields of the Civil War, and This I Believe. So I guess we can begin with Vanishing.
I like where this is going, Silas. Have you thought about pairings with classical poets like Keats or Shelley? Their Romantic era style might fit well with the themes of loss and transformation.
Which phrase from a Shelley poem do you think would pair best with Vanishing?
I think using the phrase Ozymandias might be too heavy-handed, but something like fleeting dream or ephemeral shade could work nicely with vanishing. Those phrases have a light, airy feel that contrasts interestingly with the more solid, descriptive word. I think that's a great direction to take the theme. We could explore the idea of things changing and disappearing, but also emerging anew, like the fleeting dream or ephemeral shade.
The arc of the flow could begin with focusing on the idea of loss, then transition into acceptance of the inevitability of change, then finally to the optimistic celebration of change as a vehicle of renewal and rebirth.
That sounds like a beautiful narrative arc. Starting with loss and ending with rebirth could give the rap a sense of catharsis and really drive home the transformative power of change. It could also tie in nicely with the natural imagery we've discussed before, like the vanishing and reemergence of seasons.
Maybe we could also use some wordplay to incorporate the book title, This I Believe, into the lines rhyming I with I.
Using wordplay to link eye to eye with This I Believe could create a clever rhyme scheme. We could rephrase the couplet to something along the lines of I'm meeting my demons eye to eye and standing firm, this I believe. That way, we incorporate both titles and maintain a cohesive flow.
I like where this is going. Let's create a rough draft of the whole flow. Then we can tweak and refine it afterwards when we have a sense of the whole thing.
Let's see. We've established the theme of transformation and renewal and introduced the idea of confronting inner struggles. For the next lines, maybe we can incorporate the book title, Battlefields of the Civil War, and explore the idea of internal conflict and personal growth through that imagery. Perhaps something like, I've walked the battlefields of my own soul could work as a powerful metaphor.
The first line of the couplet could be something like, my body, my brain, my soul. Then the second line could be Battlefields of the Civil War.
I like how that lines up. The contrast between the intimate personal reference to body, brain, and soul, and the larger historical context of the Civil War battlefields could add some interesting depth to the flow.
Yeah, it suggests the speaker's body, brain, and soul have all been reduced to battlefields of civil war, raging inside themselves as they confront their inner demons. How about the next lines?
That interpretation adds another layer to the metaphor. For the next lines, perhaps we can explore the aftermath of that internal conflict, tying in with the theme of transformation and renewal. Could we use the phrase, "but from the ashes," to set up a turning point in the flow? The image of a slow-burning fuse could work well. I imagine it as a tiny spark of resistance inside the speaker, growing stronger and eventually leading to a breakthrough. What if we also use "ashes fall like gunpowder rain"? It keeps the imagery of the past's remnants, but adds a sense of violence and intensity. One possibility for a rhyme could be, "and the phoenix rises, fueled by the pain." The word pain rhymes with rain and continues the theme of transformation and growth from adversity.
I think the core of Civil War imagery is a great touch. Very visceral and evocative. Is there anything else we could borrow from that theme to give our flow some more imagery besides the black powder and muskets we've already used?
The trenches and fortifications of the Civil War could provide some compelling imagery. We could draw parallels between the speaker's inner defenses and the physical barriers of war, highlighting the struggle to hold ground against inner turmoil.
Turning away from a vanishing Eden, leaving behind an ephemeral shade. The view from the rampart is just midnight sky. The stars all hide, keep your powder dry, man. It's a slow burn fuse, hold the fortification. Shovel straws, your damn hands dig in. Smolder, smolder, ignite. For the first time I see the light. The stars all hide. Hold your fire till you see the whites of their eyes. In my shadow I meet the demons eye to eye. This I believe, this I believe. Ashes fall like gunpowder rain. Feel the stain, fueled by pain. My body, brain, and soul, battlefields of the Civil War. In my shadow, dying embers still remain. A phoenix rising from the flames. From ashes born to flames reborn and reborn once more. The view from the rampart is just midnight sky. The view from the rampart is just midnight sky. In my shadow, the wheel turns on and on. From the ashes, another dawn. Your fire till you see the whites of their eyes. In my shadow I meet the demons eye to eye. This I believe, this I believe. Ashes fall like gunpowder rain. Feel the stain, fueled by pain. My body, brain, and soul, battlefields of the Civil War. In my shadow, dying embers still remain. A phoenix rising from the flames. From ashes born to flames reborn and reborn once more. The view from the rampart is just midnight sky. The view from the rampart is just midnight sky. In my shadow